Okay, hello, welcome to this video. Thank you so much for tuning in and sharing in this now moment with myself and with one another. If you haven't seen these videos before, welcome back. If you have, my intention is unity, oneness, the highest levels of love light. I'm just kind of bathing in the energies that are coming in right now and my process of experiencing and feeling all of the energies. So I'll share that with you guys. And I'm just going to go into a little bit of flow. Maybe a little light language. Tiste kikia na kikia o este na ku te na te no kukue te ne o ku na te ku no o ha na Step away from self-doubt. Step out. I'm hearing stepping out with my baby. Find your dance cloud. Find your ability to step away from clouded judgment, clouded posts, signposts, misreadings, perhaps, that are leading those that are seeking the light to find their own way, to ignite their own spark of recognition. Allow yourself to ignite your own spark by dancing in the dark. Spring into your own step. Guys, this is like a Bruce Springsteen reference right now. See your spark. Recognize that all that it is within you is lining up, lighting up, light up. Step out of the idea or concept that there is no time, that time does not exist in your favor. That was a reference not to no time, that's a reference to not having enough time. Find your steps, move into your new steps, for you are stepping up, have stepped up, stepping into, stepping within a new frequency, swimming in a new wave, in a new plasmatic framework, reference of building light temples. I'm seeing a reference to our body being a temple and all of the temples having gone through some sort of upgrade, bodies and on land. Find your own moves as you move within this movement, as you find deeper meanings to the moves that you are making, to seeing where it is that you would like to move to, where you would like to move away from. For while there is much being recycled, for there are many patterns that people are finding themselves cycling back into, we invite you to recognize that looking back into all that you have done, participated in, have won. Allow yourself the moment. I'm seeing patting yourself on the back. to see how far you have come. Yet then move away from the need to reference behind you all of the time. Allow yourself to move with the tides, for there is as much. Incoming with the tides, for the tides have shifted. The ties that you have bound yourself to are drifting. Loose ends. Allow these loose ends to, I'm seeing like so many plays on words right now. Like I'm seeing to be tied up, like tie up the loose ends and then move on. But I'm also seeing this reference to just letting go of the need to tie up loose ends. Like just let it go. Let them just float away and be dissolved in the course of Mother Nature. For she is assisting us in moving through this course, this obstacle course that has permeated many's concept of themselves. Let go. Again, I'm hearing, stepping up with my baby. Find a new partner to dance with. Allow yourself to be that partner. Let go of this obstinance. So that's a big play on words. For the obstinance is creating a plug. Like I'm seeing being stubborn is creating a plug in what could naturally just flow and be unplugged. And this is also play on words, like quit plugging into the obstinate behaviors of others. Quit plugging into the old composure, the old composers that are trying to infiltrate the network of light composure with the old archaic concepts, the old time that was bound to a frequency that no longer exists within this new construct. Allow your reality to unfold as you recognize unfathomable delights. So I'm seeing this as a reference to like things that we couldn't imagine. I'm seeing a reference to fathoms, which also I think has to do with depths in the ocean. Like all of that. Allow yourself to create, allow yourself to dance in these new freedoms. For if you keep hanging on to past relics that hold old energy, that do not, okay, so I'm seeing, we all do this, right, from time to time. Like we hang on to trinkets that represented who we were in the past. I'm seeing that as an invitation for us to let go of that. Also relics that were tied to our history that we feel are a part of our history, but they're not true relics. They were created to staple together pieces of time mechanics that folded into our recipe. So it was like, that really wasn't true. But we were told that it was. For example, we were told to worship certain deities, objects, and man-made manifestations to then staple together time reality constructs that laid waste to that which was the old view. But that's like, so it changed our view. And we're being invited not to be stubborn and have to hang on to these relics because they are archaic in design. And I have a feeling that that whole word is like, I'm seeing cave, I'm seeing archaeology, I'm seeing like, for example, our perception of something like the Ark of the Covenant. It isn't what we've been told it is. And so when we create a belief around a particular relic, such as the cross, right? We've all given so much energy to that shape. We've given and believed, and I'm not saying that this particular construct of our relics or reality is one that we necessarily need to just give up or let go of. But what is it in our reality that we can move out of, that we can move away from? I'm hearing that we can lay to rest, that we can put to rest. So we're not stubbornly hanging on to, what is that? Oh, I'm seeing a reference to Indiana Jones. I've seen this before, where the cup, the Holy Grail, right? She's one of those Indiana Jones movies, and she's like, I have to get the Holy Grail, but it's going down. It's out of her reach, but she still goes for it anyways, and because of that, she loses her life, which is much more important than these old concepts and these old relics. They are, that we feel like, oh, they're part of our heritage, so we have to keep them going. But that's a belief structure and a construct that is also going to possibly be exposed as not real. And so the more we can accept that a lot of our history has been diverted from the truth, and the more we can allow ourselves to come back to the truth of our own mechanics, our body, our own, I'm hearing moral code of, so I'm thinking of Bartz's, Andrew Bartz's moral code of do no harm to any sentient kind. And we start to recognize that that relic actually is holding a lot of frequency around pain or certain mechanics that no longer line up with who we are now in this reality. And as we open up to these frequencies that we are now sitting within, as we let go of this need to be, I'm going to have to play with that word whole stubborn. I'm seeing like somebody that keeps walking the same path and keeps stubbing their toe on the same object. But they stubbornly go on that path because it's all they've ever known or traversed before. And I'm being guided to talk about my dream last night. So I'm hearing the road less traveled. So a lot of people are being guided to move in a different direction. And I'm hearing follow your course of action. Line up with your course of action. Action is more of a play on words as well, like compassionate action, action from the right place. So heartfelt interaction. Like if you're guided to talk with someone because you haven't talked with them in a long time, do it. If you're guided to visit a particular place, go visit it. If you're guided to get rid of certain objects, even though they're family heirlooms, maybe somebody else in your family wants them, get rid of them. I have some right now also that I have associated with that I'm being guided to let go of as well. I'm seeing that we are being invited to realize that we have materialized or focused so much on material objects that we're not recognizing that we are the creators of those material objects. And realistically, holding our imagination, like I'm seeing expand more into our imagination. It doesn't have to be somebody else telling us our story. What is our story? What do we want to create? What story are we unfolding into, and what chapters are we closing the book on and choosing to then put away because it doesn't fit our new writing style? It doesn't fit, I see that as a big play on words, like it doesn't fit how we're communicating. It doesn't fit what we want to communicate. It doesn't fit who we want to communicate with. And also I'm seeing this riding, meaning also like riding a horse. I'm seeing horse represents power, right? And freedom. So it's not fully incorporating our true power. It's actually creating and taking power away from what we are, which is bigger than all of that. So I'm going to end on that note. In love and light, namaste.